I agree. The uprising in 2024 had its own, merits and demerits, because we lost life. But it gave birth to a new nation, an awakening that now as a country, we can actually command the direction this nation takes. Social justice, economically, politically, in all aspects. And many say that it was just an event and it was done. Others argue it is a revolution to liberate our country, and it is on. I would want to hear your opinion on that. And as you respond to that, it is true, protests, or rather, in my opinion, a revolution takes shapes and form as it advances. Sometimes silent protest may work. But in such an instance like today, we may have agreed to go silent on the protest on June 25th. But when we have lost one Cecil or Uma, would the youth be in order to march to the PS office and demand resignation, to march to DCI, to march to DPP, and demand for law to be employed on this particular matter?
Well, first of all, beginning with your first question, 2024, we marked an unprecedented moment as the Gen Zs of the Republic of Kenya. And this was a very historic moment because even the whole world, remember after that we saw other countries who emulated the same, likes of Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Madagascar the other time.
Right.
And so 2024, we marched out, or we came out to the streets to demand for accountability, justice, end of corruption, end of tribalism, end of all these things that we have been talking about. And you see, this was very critical because we were challenging the status quo. Gen Zs, we are a generation that is not really political as people view us. We are apolitical people who are just conscious of the matters of their country, matters governance. And this conscious generation, we are actually saying, all we need, it cannot be that we go to school, we study our degrees, we study our different professions and achieve all that, and then you come out at Mr. Politician up and you nakuzuia your success. So that actually propelled us to go to the streets. And of course, what the war we began against corruption and against injustices and tribalism and all that, this war is still on. The only mistake that we did is we came out as leaderless, as tribeless, as faceless, as leaderless. And that leaderless aspect is what now made the politicians to see a niche, and they came in thinking that they want to exploit and take advantage now to be our spokesman. You saw the other day when you were talking about the demonstrations of 2026, it's politicians who are going to the vigilance house to report that we are going to have a demonstration. You get? And ours is simple. A fight for a good Kenya is unstoppable. That one is until we achieve it. And that is why we reached to a point and we discovered one thing. If we remain faceless, if we remain leaderless, we are not going to achieve it. A revolution without a leader is easy to have a puzzle between you because we need a direction. We need at least somebody to cheer up. We need at least somebody to remind us this is what we agreed, this is what we are going to go to this direction. You get my point? Like now, look at how we did. On 23rd, we went and we did a press and we told people now, looking at things how they are and we don't want to lose our lives again, we are not going to go. Look, nobody turned up.
Were the people speaking then, the leaders of the Gen Z, in that conference?
Well, of course. We spoke as the leaders. I'm actually the president of One Tribe, One Nation Gen Z movement. And you see, the direction we are taking, we are heading in the right directions as the Gen Zs. Because if it is previously, when we've been there, like everybody can speak on our behalf, everybody can say anything, can give directions. You would find just somebody, a TikToker or anybody, just comes and says, as the Gen Zs, let's do this. And then you find you're failing people and they're going to do something